Cochrane Society Chair. It's truly an unexpected honor for me and my incredible team of volunteers to have the opportunity to organize this milestone year. Seeing all you here tonight fills my heart with joy. I can't think of a better way to kick off the festive season. But before we dive into the festivities, I really want to acknowledge that we are gathered here on the traditional territories of Treaty 7 Nations. This includes the Stoney Nakoda Nations, the Bearspaw, Chiniki, the Good Stoney First Nations, the Blackfoot Confederacy, which comprises of the Piikani, Kainai, Siksika First Nations, and the Tsuut'ina Nation, and the Rocky District of the Optimuswak Métis government. I know I tried practicing that a few times, but it still trips me up, right? But as someone who deeply cares about reconciliation with our Indigenous brothers and sisters, I recognize our shared connection to this land, a land that has been the spiritual home of the Indigenous people for countless generations. The loss of a spiritual connection to the land has had profound impacts, disrupting the ways sacred knowledge and language are passed down through the generations. We also need to acknowledge the ongoing challenges Indigenous people face today. There is legacy of restriction and oppression that still exists, even when First Nations people walk into our grocery stores, retail outlets, and restaurants. These are not just issues of the past, but present realities we must address. There's work to be done, and it starts with us. Let's create safe and welcoming spaces here in Cochrane where everyone feels respected and valued. We have so much to learn from Indigenous communities, whether it's co-managing resources or embracing traditional approaches to mental and physical wellness. We are all treaty people, sharing both the benefits and responsibilities of these sacred agreements. I invite all of us to commit to learning together, listening to our elders, and building a community where barriers are replaced with bridges of understanding and respect. Together, we can uplift each other and move forward in the spirit of reconciliation. We're honored to have knowledge keepers from Wazanishinaabe with us tonight. They'll be sharing stories at the House of Oneness on the west side of Main Street throughout the evening. I encourage all of you to visit and embrace this opportunity to learn and connect. This year, we've expanded the festival lighting by another 2 blocks, making our light up show brighter than ever. This wouldn't have been possible without the amazing efforts of several dedicated companies and a handful of hardworking volunteers. A huge thank you goes out to Windux Lights. They've been lighting up thousands of homes with their professional holiday lighting services. Our electrician, continuously delivering top quality electrical services with a focus on smart technology and renewable energy. First Light Automation, offering integrated electronic solutions, specializing in industrial automation and smart home integration. And Cochrane Imagination Music Studios, bringing out the wonder, possibilities, and creativity in all of their clients. I also want to express my deepest gratitude to our all-star organizing team, which includes the town of Cochrane as our event partner, as well as our dedicated volunteers that have really organized this, including Natasha Werenbacher from Catholic Professional Real Estate and Royal LePage Benchmark, Dan McCann from Cochrane Now, Samantha Nickerson from Urban Casual, Tim Woolthrich from First Light Automation, Jennifer Billisberger from Pioneer Basin Systems, and of course myself from Half Hitch Brewing Company and Pinpoint Music. Our major sponsors deserve solid recognition as well. Qualico Communities Calgary, Cochrane Dodge Jeep Ram, Global Pet Foods, Rohit Communities, Royal LePage Benchmark, and Alberta Metalworks. A special shout out to Tim Hortons, Steelhead Ventures, and Half Hitch Brewing Company for keeping us warm with hot chocolate tonight, and to Old Dutch Foods for donating the chips we will all enjoy, and logistical support from Big Hill Towing. Before we can continue with the festivities, I do want to take a moment to honor someone very special to our community who has passed away. Rob Halfyard was a core member of the team who organized Cochrane Light Up before we took the reins of the event. His passion and dedication laid the foundation for what this festival has become today. Let's all take a moment to remember Rob and the incredible contributions he made to the event and our community. Now let's talk about what we have in store tonight. We've got many exciting surprises, but to get things rolling, As usual, we have free hot dogs, hot chocolate, and chips to keep everybody fueled and festive, especially if you'd like to get your happy feet going, because we brought in a new feature with a rave stage over at the House of Cars parking lot, brought to you by the Alberta Mountain Pirates. We'll have roaming choirs from Cochrane Sings, filling the air with holiday melodies, and entertainment here at the Plaza, starting with our Ukrainian Association and Cochrane Choir. Don't forget to visit the House of Oneness for storytelling with Wazan Ichanabiti. The Cochrane Light Up Winter Festival is more than lights and decorations. It's about community and togetherness. Over the past 40 years, we've seen how powerful we can be when we come together with a common purpose. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our esteemed knowledge keepers from Wazan Ichanabiti, who will offer an opening blessing for tonight's festivities. Their presence enriches our celebration, and we're grateful for the opportunity to share in this meaningful tradition. Thank you for being here tonight. Let's light up the night, celebrate it together, and make this the best Light Up Festival year yet.
Woo!
Yeah, and thank you, Craig, for those kind words regarding reconciliation. We have lived side by side for over 100 years. The time has now come for us to get together, for us people and the people everywhere. We all have a responsibility in regards to how we can be part of the growing development of our country. It is nice to hear that we are in the ages of technology. We want to be part of that technology development. With this, I'd like to thank everybody for coming here and enjoying this festive season. So with that, I'm going to pray for everyone. Akviabi huanekani. And he always needs to get me. Kahame duayen. Talos kanu paring yoda wuhona. Ehio. Toada pagayamik tenetagya jena. Wapang tabichien. Ehio. Ne dagutek tejandye ne ingebi. Etagya. You spring chichiavita tinkyo. Heti nine jimik te chawad. Eu esne te tigiati ni akane. Tuktein tra hesta sigmadavi. Inigo adavi chieni hion. Edma cochinet. Inga nabita hewan. Te ons to hantangina. Oas pare. Ambane inginabi chieni hion. Kiana hinge chiamdi. Chikchita. Amen. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is John Robinson, two young men. I've been a Cochraneite. The two of us have been Cochranites for 5 years now. So we enjoyed finding new friends. Hopefully we hope that we get to know everyone or as much as possible. And let's start working together for our community to be part of this development. Thank you.
Thank you, JR and Paulina. If you would like to see more of them, they'll be telling stories over at Wazan Ichanabiti. And finally, I would like to welcome Mayor Jeff Janan to share a few remarks before we enjoy the festivities.
Thank you, Chris. Hello, Cochrane. Welcome to Light Up 2024. Yeah, cue the train. It wouldn't be a downtown Cochrane moment without a train going through. I just want to say thank you to Chris and all of the volunteers that make an event like this happen. Can we please give them a round of applause? What started 40 years ago with volunteers has turned into what you see tonight. And if you've ever wondered what it's like to be in a Hallmark movie, take a look around. You live in one. And if this is your first year at Light Up, you're in for a treat. And if it's your 40th, you know what to expect. Get in line now for those hot dogs. They're going to go quick. If you want to visit council, we're over at the station. The bathrooms are open. You want to get a place to warm up, come get a glow stick. I just also want to say a huge shout out to all the volunteers, but also the sponsors that make and Chris, you did a good job in recognizing them all. But again, without sponsors, the nights like this don't happen. But just with that, everybody have a good time, stay warm, take care of one another, and remember where you live. Look around. This is awesome. Have a good night.
I'll just even more back there. Hold on.
Hello, everyone. We would like to sing two carols in Ukrainian. One of it you know as Carol of the Bell, but we will sing it in Ukrainian. And the other one is about welcoming song. When the carolers come to the house, they usually greet the owner of the house, wishing everything the best in the world to the house they come. So we have a tradition in Ukraine to go from house to house and sing such carols. And the other one will be just one Ukrainian song. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you.
Which one is a carol? The first one?
No, without the music. Without the music. Without the music. The next one.
Okay. So that's how we ready.
Щедрик, щедрик, щедрівочка, прилетіла, ластівочка, стала собі щедрити, господаря викликати, вийди, господарю, подивися на пожежу, там овечки покотилися, ягнички народились, тебе товар весь хороший, будеш мати мір хороший, тебе товар весь хороший, будеш мати мір хороший, тебе жінка чорного права, кожні гроші до голова, тебе жінка чорного права, щедрик, щедрик, щедрівочка, прилетіла ластівочка, собі щедрити, господаря викликати, вийди, господарю, подивися на кошару, там овечки покотилися, ягнички народились, тебе товар весь хороший, будеш мати мір хороший, тебе товар